They threw the shade, try to block the sun. They say it's lies, we've just begun. They spin their lies like a web of silk. We cut through fraud sharper than steel. They call it passive, but the scheme ain't clean. Dreams sold on the back of a fake machine. Ash plays the king in a cardboard crown. We're here to flip his kingdom upside down. Victory with us, she screams all day, but say is a name, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. He builds his castles out of air and smoke. Promises riches, leaves the people broke. Pyramid walls, they crumble fast. When truth steps in and shadows don't last. We see the scripts, we know the play. Same old hustle, just a different day. But we're the voice, the ones who fight. Lighten up the dark with the people's might. Victory with us, she screams all day. With the sayings of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. Victory with us, she screams all day. With the sayings of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams.
We are the naysayers, the sayers of nay. On this FriYAY, we rise, we don't play. No room for your schemes, no tricks, no traps. We see through your glitter, your promises collapse. Oh, the towers you build, oh, the lies you distill. We won't drink from your gilded well. We say nay to the false gold you display. We are the sayers of nay, and your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. You climb to the top on the backs of the weak, but with a voice they didn't know they'd seek. Your pyramids crumble, your empire shakes. Our voices are thunder, your foundation breaks. Nay, nay, we say nay. Not tomorrow, not someday, but right now on this FriYAY, we are the lights, we'll lead the way. We say nay, to the false gold you display. We are the sayers of nay, and your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. still you'll catch your time. Ain't mine. Naysayers don't play, we speak what's true. OnPassive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey, Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in the dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ash's empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello everyone, hello, and how are you all doing today? Happy FriYAY, sayers of nay. I hope that you are all having a wonderful, wonderful, amazing day today. I know that my day has been going pretty good. Excited that it's almost the weekend. For some of you, it is the weekend, so happy Saturday to Violet and a few others. But I am glad to be here with all of you tonight to celebrate FriYAY. So there is a link in the chat to the PayPal. I know I never say that, but I'm saying it. I'm trying to get better at being a YouTuber. So if you do feel like donating, think of doing that or of joining our fabulous, amazing members. I hear that you can join now if you use an iPhone. So good news for everybody. Let me know if it works. And I'm just going to say hello to all of my people. So hello, Violet. Good to see you. And Nev is here. Happy FriYAY. And Angel says, as a Minnesotan, I need this distraction. Yeah, there's a lot going on there right now, but we'll keep it a distraction. Hello, Joe. Good to see you. Greetings to you as well. I saw you dancing at the intro. That's right. And Capone is here. Was also dancing at the intro. And Jelly Snack is here. Good to see you. I'm glad that all of you could make it. And hopefully more people will be rolling in soon. Make sure you come in and say hello. I promise we don't bite unless you're a scammer or you're trying to promote a business. Okay, here's the thing. There is somebody right now. You know who you are. You're in my comment section. You're continuously promoting a business. Don't promote your business in my comment section. If you want me to promote your business, you can send it to me. And I will look into it. In my description, there is usually a link for one of our viewers' businesses. It is a storefront of theirs that I leave. I think it goes up when I post videos and streams after they process. It should anyway. It's automatic, but it should be getting added on at least all of my videos. And so I like to vet any businesses, obviously, before I allow them to be promoted on my platform. That's obviously a very big part of what I am doing here. So if you continue to do that, I'm going to yeet you. Hello, Violet. Good to see you. bimbos and bimbros, and apparently barking dogs. That's right. I can't even add any more insults. I'm the bimbo naysayer ding dong evil tyrant insect, and I can't even add any more, unfortunately. So I can't advertise my body disposable server. No, Joe, I'm sorry. You cannot. You cannot. Oh, Violet has to listen to her song. She loves it. She loves it. I'm glad it makes people happy. I do songs at the beginning just to, give time for the notification to go out. Let you all know that I'm here. But I feel bad if intros or songs are any more than 6-7 minutes long. I feel like 10 minutes is too long to keep people waiting. I don't know. I just have a thing about that. There's somebody that does that for 3 hours at the start of their stream. And I'm like, I don't know what you're doing. Nobody would wait that long for me. So let's get right into it. We have a typical show today. Thank God. I feel like it's about time that we get into some normalcy. What about you? So without further ado, I think we'll get right into it. Victory with Ash meme review. Woohoo! Meme review. Let's start with the meme review today. Woo woo. Lots of memes. I hope you're all having a nice day, says this snowy peacock tree. I'm saying peacock, YouTube, okay? Peacock, the animal, the bird, But yeah, it seems to have meshed with this tree here. Again, if I saw this, no clue what it was for. I would just be like, weird picture. And if there's that much snow, I'm cold and I'm probably not having a nice day. I don't know what I am doing here in Canada. Pretty peacock, though, I guess. Peacock, YouTube, the bird. Gifted some memberships. And in case you missed it the other day when I let you all know, a very special person was gifted a membership for our Sayers of Nay community, and that is good old JJB Tin Man, also known as John Barilla. So I wonder how he feels about that. All I can tell you is I'm sure that Chris is going to be very, very upsetty spaghetti about it. I'm sure he wanted it, but nope, sorry, John got it. So in case you guys have also missed it, the action required, this was getting shared out this past week, as a warning to everyone. So I just kind of wanted to go over it again in case you were unaware of the status of Victory with Ash. It's very important that you know it. Come and join the Discord, John, right? But this was published December 15th, as you can see, at 10 p.m., this person's time, whoever took the screenshot. Again, I took it from someone sharing it out again. Warning! Starting today, our system will begin enforcing an important account validation policy as part of our new growth phase. Account validation requirement. Any account that has not completed BO, email validation, and KYC verification within 30 days of registration will be removed from the system. Please note, this removal will also adjust your circle accordingly. Once removed, those accounts will not be able to register again. This step is essential to maintain the integrity, quality, and scalability of our platform as we move forward. And then for some reason it tells us again that it was published on December 15th, thank you. And then there's the close button. And this, ladies and gentlemen, I also wanted to show you because this is welcome to the Victory with Ash platform. This is it. This is all you can do is just see these messages like this. Isn't it pretty? And much better than the OES, of course. Normal crazy, yay! That's right. OnPassive updates, still giving us updates. So, I wanted to go through some. December 28th, they posted, VWA is shorting fake people. It's an automated system that catches a legally entered person. Founders are safe because it merged with OnPassive site. If you have entered your previous mail, will not terminated until your KYC done. You won't be terminated without notice. But my whole thing is the part that says that founders are safe because it merged with the OnPassive site. I don't know if that's true. Like, Ash has been very adamant that they're not taking anything from OnPassive into Victory with Ash. So I'm kind of like, I don't think that they merged the sites. I can still log into the OES separately. So I don't know what that's about. Then we have this OnPassive updates here. Millionaires, simple theory. Learn from negative people and earn from positive people. Almost every field, everyone faces those two types of people. So focus on your target and work hard with passion. Destination is ahead. And I'm like, okay, so who's the millionaire? Because it's surely not you. You've been in OnPassive Victory with Ash for probably 8 years. You won't be terminated until your KFC is done. Eat your dinner, damn it. But yeah, I also like how they're like two types of people, the negative and earn from positive. Another one here that says, this week, it seems that pop-up will release for next chapter. Soon your bonus will be at your dashboard. Don't worry, guys. If you lose your O-Founder team, bonus and team will be count accordingly. Hearts. And I'm like, what? Like, no. What do you mean? Like, they'll give you a new team? Is that... And nothing's ever been mentioned about bonuses, but they're apparently going to be at your dashboard soon. I didn't realize people were getting paid to join. That's never been spoken about. But maybe OnPassive updates know something that we don't. But like Jelly says, Victory with Ash is a total flop. That's right. So that's happening. Mr. Gouda! Mr. Gouda says, Happy New Year 2026. Victory with Ash. I'm not really sure why it's green, but, it's giving me more St. Patty's Day vibes than New Year. But Happy New Year to you, Mr. Gouda. I'm glad that you haven't changed. Thank you for being consistent. Oh, another one. Well, I guess he really, really wanted to wish us a Happy New Year. New Year 2026. Victory with Ash. And then we got him on a scroll here, I guess, with a ribbon in the leaves. Maybe lay off the leaves. Lay off the leaf. The devil's lettuce. Cheesy as fuck. That's right. See what you did there. And I guess Bill Must also wanted to wish us a Happy New Year. Victory with Ash, Bill Must. 2026 is the year we move from preparation to permanent possession. Like you're going to get possessed by a berserker demon? I know. Okay. Our victory is no longer a hope. It's a schedule. See you at the top, Bill Must. Okay, bud. A possession. That was a weird way to put that. Oh, I guess he wanted to do it twice as well. So here, Victory with Ash, Bill Must. In this time, he says, 2026 is the year we move from preparation to permanent possession. Our victory is no longer a hope. It's a schedule. See you at it's the same message. Well, I guess he just really wanted to make sure we got that message in the new year. It's very important that we know that we are moving from preparation to permanent possession, probably of a berserker demon. VWA is a done deal. Done deal. The plants have grown so well with all the shit being shoveled. That's right, it works as fertilizer. And now this looks like it's more for Days Alps. Like it's mountain vibes. Here we have Ash Mufara again. Victory with Ash OnPassive, CEO, founder, 2026. Ash Mufara standing there. You know, he comes in and the room fills with smoke. Either that or he just let out a giant fart. It's a fart cloud. However you want to look at it. And then I love how the person just put like this square image of them just kind of right there. Like they're like, this is my image, me, this guy. It's like so out of place. It would have looked better if he had like put himself just kind of standing in front of Ash, but whatever. Missed opportunity. I thought Red said lower your expectations. That's right, I know. Me too. Here we have Ash again. Victory with Ash. 2026. Vineet Verma. Happy New Year. And I guess it's Fat Ash looking down at Skinny Ash? Or is that Vineet looking down on Ash? Oh my. Oh my. You don't want to look down on Sir Lord of the Internet. Don't do that. He'll smite you or something. I like to think it's Fat Ash looking down at Skinny Ash like, I told you that if we went to jail for doing all these frauds, we were going to get fat, buddy. You know? Red read the memo. These people didn't. Dun, dun, dun. Here we have another message. 2026 is going to be very amazing and wonderful. Hashtag victory with Ash. And then we got fire, fire, fire. Woo, woo. Amazing. So funny. Look what they did. So much hope. Another red one. This one's blinding. I hear that there are still many that don't get help to receive a registration link. Get in touch and I will help. So there you have it. People are still trying to sign up their 10 people within 100 days, you know? Oh my goodness. I don't know what. Okay, what an image. Who is this? Anyway, AI or AL to replace doctors and teachers. Oh my God, Al's going to be a busy robot. And the funny thing is, like, they say AI, but every time that they show AI, they put a robot. Like, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. And it's funny how they view this here. And I'm also very scared. Like, if we're going to be in a world where our doctors are actually like AI robots, well, I guess I won't have to worry about living in that world. None of us will last that long after that. Scary, scary thought. Also, I highly doubt that this other guy in the picture here, like not the robot, this dude here, I'm just going to say it. He doesn't really give me doctor vibes. Like, it looks like he's in a suit, not a lab coat. He's wearing sunglasses, which that can't be good. I get that the lights are bright, but that's for a reason, sir. And it looks like he's just threw on the stethoscope and was like, let's go. So, I mean, if you're replacing that doctor, that might be a good idea. I bet you the robot would probably do a better job. Go Al. Elon Musk has joined Victory with Ash. Is that who that is? Oh my. Well, hopefully they can be better dentists. Maybe they got a chance, you know? I don't get this one. I don't get a lot of them, Joe. Victory with Ash, shake up the internet! And then it's just like a picture of Gerstminder. But the funniest part was that it wasn't even Gerstminder who posted this. And like when I went to Gerstminder's page, I couldn't even see, like, he didn't post this at all. It wasn't posted. So like somebody else did up a meme and was like, "Victory with Ash, shake up the internet!" 3 exclamation marks. And then they were like, "Yeah, instead of me taking credit, I'm gonna put Gerstminder's face on this." And I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, "Oh, damn, you did him dirty there." You know, but I don't know. Maybe it will shake up the internet, despite it being kind of an eyesore. Here we have Rick writing a very, very important message to all of us. Here we go. Victory with Ash isn't just another plan, it's a shift. The moment you understand its direction, something clicks inside you. A spark, a push, a sense that this is exactly what you've been waiting for. It brings clarity, confidence, and a rare kind of momentum that pulls you forward. It's a path built for those who are ready to rise, and it leaves a mark the moment you see it. Hashtag victory with Ash. Hashtag we stand with Ash. Hashtag future is now. Hashtag Rick Croetch. And I was like, I don't know who this is, but I mean, he seems pretty into it. Are you ready to rise and leave your mark? Shift or shit? Maybe it's a skid mark, Joe. You're leaving your skid mark on the world. Go victory with Ash. Oh my God, here's another one. Sincerity, honesty, victory with Ash, financial freedom, Rabindra. So here we are. I'm not sure on the color palette. Bad choice. You know, like the lettering kind of blends in with the background. I don't know where the dark blue came from, because as you can see, the color for victory with Ash is purple. Ash loves purple. So, but you know, there he is in all his glory. Victory with Ash. Believe in yourself. Never give up. You've got this. Then why the fuck is this guy laughing at me? Huh? I'm not very confident when this guy's pointing and laughing at me. I'm just saying. And is this supposed to be Ash? Like, who is this guy? I want to know because he's pointing and laughing at me. I don't like it. No, but seriously, who is he supposed to be? Because I was like, is this supposed to be Ash? It looks nothing like him. What's this? Ash if he was white? Like, I don't understand. It's not like Mike Ellis 30 years ago. Like, I'm having a hard time. Maize and Blue, a Michigan fan? Maybe he is. But right now, all I want to know is why this guy's pointing and laughing at me and then trying to tell me to believe in myself. That's cruel. That looks like Colton from The Bachelor. Imagine if they like accidentally put him in as the prompt instead of Ash, because their wife was like saving pictures of him on their computer or something. You know, that would be pretty funny. No one that young is associated with victory with Ash. There you have it. There you have it. He's too young to be there, and I don't like how he's pointing and laughing at me. Oh my God. Victory with Ash. Life, freedom. Humanity, frist. Success, all family. Money, freedom. Financial freedom. Wait, you can spell financial, but you can't spell first. Sorry. Life, freedom. Again. Time, freedom. Of course, our future is bright. Ravindra Kumar and CEO Mr. Ash Mufara. I think it's funny how he doesn't put a Mr. before his own name, but he obviously does over Ash's. Not really sure why the Burj Khalifa is there, because you guys don't have the Burj Khalifa anymore at all. Like, you're not there in an office. You're not doing the ads. Those were all OnPassive things. You're supposed to be leaving OnPassive behind. You know, Ash has his thumbs up. Pretend he's putting behind him and telling you to leave OnPassive behind you. Hello, Salami. Hey, 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 hey. So yeah, this is an eyesore. Too many fonts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fonts on this. I had to count them all. 11 fonts. Really? And why is life freedom on there? Like I said, you can't spell humanity or first, but then you can spell the word financial. You can spell success. Lord. Yes, why is the birch there? Exactly. I don't know. It's so out of place, just like all the font in this picture. And then like palm trees just kind of thrown on the side. Yeah. Well, it isn't Dubai if it's not gold. Victory with Ash. V. Moving forward. Rise, reset, and refocus. This is by T. Prakash. No, I think it's actually by T. Prak, and then that's supposed to be telling us that that's Ash standing there, levitating the giant V. Yep, if you have a dirty mind, you definitely went there, didn't you? Autocorrect is a funny thing. It can be. It can be sometimes. But at least they're moving forward. I don't know why this guy looks so mad, though. Ash kind of looks pissed off, too. Is the V like the Batman symbol? Like it goes up in the sky and then Ash Mufara appears? You guys might want to use it. We haven't seen him in a very long time. I don't think Ash will like that unflattering picture of him. Probably not. He looks awful here. It looks like he has like craters in his face or like Shanny's warts. I don't know what's going on. The story is just all the money, you know? Can't help myself. I have no clue what this says other than victory with Ash OnPassive. And we got Gerstminder and Ash hugging. And they're apparently really happy because they stole all that money from you guys. So, you know, there's that. But, like, what is this? Are we doing victory with Ash or OnPassive? I'm very confused. Warts, that's right. What about the warts? So, if I join victory with Ash OnPassive, then do I get all that money? Are you trying to bribe us? They're trying to pay us off, I tell you. No, but, I mean, it's a shame that they're already promising money. Like, there's still no products. Ash has just written messages, just like in the OES. Yet for some reason, here they are posting up, like, stacks of money. Not just once, but twice. New system, Mr. Ash Mufarish. Mufarish. And then they got it right in the little yellow circle there. Ash Mufara. And then it shows all kinds of money stacked in what looks like a warehouse. And it says passive income because that's what that looks like. I think it looks like a crime syndicate, but what do I know? Like, it looks like the opening scene of, in a gangster movie. That's what it looks like, you know? They just robbed a bunch of people, and now they're in the warehouse counting their stacks. Not sure where Gerstminder got all that money. I heard he's driving a jingly truck. Oh, my. Well, as long as he doesn't have any warts, I guess. But yeah, Bob was brought into this. He looks very confused to be there. And Ash Mufara has his hands up like, not my money. I had nothing to do with this heist. Just flowers, field with dandelions. Just sunflowers everywhere. I guess it's supposed to be like happiness, sunflowers, happy. No, but then the sky's kind of gray. So it made me laugh a little bit because I was like, I'm not getting happy vibes from this field of sunflowers. And the guy doesn't look particularly happy. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like the gangsters in the last picture dropped him off here in this field because he pissed them off. That's what it looks like. And he just stood up and realized where he was. Maybe that is what happened here. I have no clue why they posted this. They were just like, here. Like, basically, they didn't even really say anything. They were just like, here. Here. I think it's AI. Tell me your thoughts below. The lion is back. Not for the carnivore diet. I have no clue what this says, but I was so happy to see him. I'm glad he's doing well. You know, the eagle has made an appearance again. All of our old friends are coming back. It's deja vu. Gotta love it. This guy's family tree is all OnPassive. Just all OnPassive stuff. I'm assuming that, like, one of them's peace, one of them's money. You know, you can kind of see the pictures in the leaf and kind of guess, like, one's family. One appears to be royalty. Forests. And then I think that blue one on the bottom, with mountains and a flag and the trophy that says we're running a pyramid scheme. You know, if I had to guess what it says. And I hadn't really seen this guy before, so I was kind of like, huh, looks like a new face making some memes. So look forward to seeing what he's got. He might as well be standing in a sunflower field because that will make him as much money as investing in Victory with Ash. That's right. Or be chilling in this tree here. Here we have a stump. Like, literally, that's what it is. It's a stump. But it has a little plant growing out of it. And then the letters, which I think they were trying to make it look like it was, like, carved into the stump. I think. But it says, Victory with Ash is our life. And it's like, yeah, we know. That's what the problem is. At least, you know, the sun's in this picture, I guess. So it's a little happier than even the sunflower picture was. But then also because of that, I felt like it didn't really match what was actually going on with Victory with Ash and what it would look like if you were announcing that it was your life and showing it to people. So I decided to do my own version. Here it is. Should be like this. Victory with Ash is our life. Unfortunately, that holds true to so many people in this. Allegedly, 1 million. That's right. Allegedly, 1 million people. Their life has gone up in flames because of Victory with Ash. And that is it for this week's Victory with Ash meme review. Really screwing me over on my segues there, eh? Hey, StreamYard, thank you. Thank you so much for that delay. That was wonderful. How the screen went black there for a second. I really enjoyed that. I'm so glad that you upped your prices to like $80 a month for everyone. I see that you're doing so well. So, sorry, I needed to rant there for a moment. A little ranty today. So after, I was done gathering the memes, I have always think to myself every single week, what is Bill Musk up to? He's been up to a lot since the, New Year. Because the last time that we hung out, it was New Year's Eve. So, now they're all celebrating it being January, and that's kind of the theme right now. So let's see what Bill Musk has to say.
Especially in the fast-moving tech world, the metaphor of sizzle versus substance perfectly captures a critical strategic divide.
I'm sorry, sizzle versus substance? Oh, sizzling, because, yeah, you're in victory with Ash and your life is on fire.
The sizzle is the allure, the captivating marketing, the shining object that attracts.
What marketing? They're not even marketing this time. What?
It's what gets people excited, attracts unsuspecting people hungry for success. The substance is the stake beneath, the robust technology, the scalable infrastructure, the efficient operations, the durable business model, and the deep customer trust it engenders.
I'm very sorry to hear that you love OnPassive since Ash shut it down. I'm very sorry to hear that you love victory with Ash. Because in about 8 years from now, I'm going to be telling you that he shut it down. So the substance is the stake beneath. Okay, so we're doing more food analogies. I was wondering where the sizzle was coming from. Lord. I think my sock account got banned for pointing out sizzle versus substance. It's just silly. It's silly.
It's what delivers real, repeatable value. The allure of the sizzle. Most people are initially drawn to the sizzle company because sizzle is instantly perceptible and emotionally engaging.
This is the weirdest analogy because I'm like, okay, I'm thinking of this in terms of cooking a steak now. And I am like, I guess it's exciting when I plop the steak in the pan and it starts sizzling. But I've never once been like, ooh, it's sizzling. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like, where did he think to do? We're running out of analogies is what is happening here. We are grasping at straws now. Or at the fat of the steak, if you will.
A company with dazzling sizzle tells a compelling story. It promises disruption, status, and a leap into the future.
No.
It taps into FOMO, fear of missing out, and feels like movement and progress.
Oh, wow. No, they're not even hiding it anymore. They're like, yeah, we pretty much depend on FOMO. Okay.
In a crowded market, sizzle cuts through the noise, making it a powerful tool for customer acquisition and talent recruitment.
Talent recruitment? It's not like you're doing a talent show and then whoever wins gets to join or something. Like, you don't even know half of the people that are in this thing. They're random people that signed up, you know what I mean? Like, you're not actually picking and choosing who's in this. So you're not choosing them for their talents or even their skills.
People often mistake this magnetic attraction for inherent superiority. The unsustainability of sizzle alone. However, sizzle without substance is like fireworks, spectacular for a moment, then dark and empty.
Sizzle without substance is like OnPassive.
It is not sustainable because it fades, novelty wears off. Competitors can copy marketing tactics and hype.
Now, this would have made sense if they uploaded this video back when hype was going on and they were doing ads on the side of the Burj Khalifa, you know? But they've been more silent right now than ever before. There is no marketing really happening for OnPassive, and there is no hype. And Ash asked them not to hype it up. So they're doing a decent job of listening for the most part, right? I mean, we still have enough to have good shows, but at the same time, it's less than ever before. And the way that this video is done up, they're acting like they've been hyping this up the whole time. It's so weird. It's like, why would you release a video about marketing tactics and hype right now in January 2026? Your company time, you know, bizarre.
Once the initial story is told, customers ask, what does it actually do for me? It cracks under pressure. When scaling challenges, technical outages, or serious competition arise, a company built on sizzle has no foundational resilience. The gap between promise and reality becomes glaring.
Well, I got bad news for you, Bill. If you're about to say that you guys have substance compared to the companies with sizzle, well, guess what?
It erodes trust. If the product or service consistently fails to meet the lofty expectations set by the sizzle, customer loyalty vanishes.
Unless it's a cult, right?
And the brand becomes synonymous with empty promises. The
Unless they're coming from Ash Mufara, right?
sustainable power of substance. The company with substance may start slower and seem less flashy, but it builds for the long term. Its sustainability comes from
Here we go.
1. Built-in resilience. A foundation of substance allows a company to adapt, scale, and endure market shifts.
Again, so Victory with Ash is a company? Like, what? What are you saying?
It has the muscle to solve real problems. 2. Compound trust. Consistently delivering value creates deep, loyal relationships. Customers stay not because they are excited by a story, but because they rely on a solution.
And here, these customers are the O founders, and they stay because they have been indoctrinated to believe that Ash Mufara is going to save their life.
3. Sustainable moat. The infrastructure and systems built as substance often become competitive advantages that are very hard for others to replicate quickly.
Yeah, you're right. No one else is going to ever be able to have a platform where people upload videos to teach people about things.
The tech company infrastructure, the ultimate substance. This contrast is starkest in how each type of company approaches its core technology.
I didn't realize that these were two types of companies, and I don't think anyone else did either. Bill, you're innovative man.
The substance-first tech company views its infrastructure as its central nervous system. It invests relentlessly in scalable, reliable architecture.
What happened there? That was so weird. The video and sound messed up on them.
E.g., robust cloud infrastructure, clean APIs, data integrity and security systems.
I love how AI always whispers things that are in parentheses. Makes me very happy.
Efficient DevOps and engineering practices.
Efficient DevOps and engineering practices. Again, the tech stuff. We're not doing a technology. This isn't OnPassive 2.0.
A culture of quality, iteration, and long-term technical debt management.
Oh, for crying out
This
loud.
infrastructure is not glamorous, but it enables everything: innovation, customer experience, and future growth. It is the stake.
But are you talking about Victory with Ash or the company after that? Because what you're in right now has nothing to do with any of this.
The sizzle first company often treats its infrastructure as an afterthought, a cost center to be minimized. It prioritizes front-end features and PR-worthy demos that support the narrative, while the back end is a patchwork struggling to keep up.
Yeah, if it's run by Ash Mufara.
This leads to chronic downtime, security vulnerabilities, and an inability to scale or iterate quickly, ultimately dooming the sizzle.
Dooming the sizzle? Really?
The successful tech company.
What successful tech company? This isn't a tech company. They really have to fucking decide. And they can't be pumping up and hyping up the future company when people are still sitting around, they're not even sure what the fuck the thing they're in right now is. They're like, okay, but what's Victory with Ash? Concentrate on one thing at a time. Just make everything about Victory with Ash right now. This is partially why people keep, allegedly spreading misinformation. Because if I was in OnPassive and I watched this video, I'd be like, oh, I guess Victory with Ash is going to be the new tech company. You know what I mean?
The symphony of both. The truly successful, enduring tech company is not devoid
The symphony. It sounds like my daughter playing the recorder.
of sizzle. It masterfully uses sizzle to showcase its substance. It builds a
There was a movie called Gleaming the Cube. The sequel should be named Dooming the Sizzle.
formidable, scalable infrastructure, the substance, and then communicates its benefits in a compelling way, the sizzle. Apple is the classic example. Unparalleled design and marketing, sizzle, are backed by a deeply integrated hardware-software ecosystem.
That's the thing, though, is that Apple actually has their product. You're missing a very important part here. And that's that you've never had a good product, and you aren't going to have a good product if your product in Victory with Ash is Ash. Like his knowledge.
Efficient supply chains, and a robust developer platform, Substance.
What?
Amazon started with the substantive obsession over logistics infrastructure and operational efficiency,
Are you just like use as many big words as you can in a sentence? Like what?
and then built Sizzle around customer obsession and endless selection.
I don't think that's how that happened, but sure.
NVIDIA spent decades building the substantive architecture of its GPUs, which became the
I hate
indispensable
that.
infrastructure for the AI revolution. A sizzle story that writes itself.
I hate NVIDIA. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments.
Conclusion. While sizzle attracts the crowd, substance builds the legacy.
But you don't have any. Hello! Like,
In technology, where scale, reliability, and trust are paramount, the infrastructure is the product. A company that
What?
invests in that deep substance creates a platform for enduring innovation and customer loyalty.
see, like, that's why I'm like, okay, so you do think that it's a product, and you seem to think that the product is Ash's platform where he's going to put his knowledge. And I'm like, okay, but it's not, though. Like, not in the way that it's a business, you know? Bill Musk keeps comparing Victory with Ash with companies with very successful products, right? Like, I don't like NVIDIA, but listen, at least they have their fucking products. People want them, and some people do like it. Like, they keep forgetting they don't have substance, and this isn't even supposed to be anything. It's supposed to be the bridge. VWA is what, right? Is it the damn bridge? The new company, the platform of learning? Like, what is it? They're coming to the term sizzle predictably very late. Is sizzle their new stacking the cool, right? Right? They just like did the opposite this time. They're like, we already tried talking about stacking the cool. Let's make it all about being hot. I know, sizzle. That's probably about as much thought that went into this.
Its sizzle then becomes the authentic glow of a promise kept, not the fleeting sparkle of hype. The market's lasting winners understand that you must first build the stake. Only then does the sizzle truly matter.
Yeah, and you're not doing that, so.
Thank you, Mr. Ash Mafara, for all that you and your technology teams are building,
What?
and we are honored that you have included us in your Victory with Ash platform and your new company that we are awaiting.
Honestly, this just goes to show you that Ash kind of did it to himself. Because the last time he went live, and by the end of this month, we are going to do another Ash Mafara marathon where we're going to go through his last several appearances. But he alluded that there was a tech team. After for ages being like, there is no tech team, it's just me, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's like, yeah, me with the tech team. So, when he did that, he kind of reset everyone to be like, oh, there's a tech team, so we're doing technology products. Gonna be the same. And I feel like that last line in that video does kind of prove it. Like I said, though, Bill Musk is busy.
Staying the course. Rediscovering clarity in our shared vision. It's natural for enthusiasm to ebb and flow on any meaningful journey. Some within our community are feeling a sense of uncertainty, perhaps swayed by voices and narratives that feel familiar in ways that give them pause.
Oh my. How awful.
It's a human instinct to seek shortcuts or solutions that promise a different outcome. Even when echoes of past disappointments linger, that feeling of here we go again is a powerful and valid emotion.
It also doesn't help that you're all doing the exact same things that you did last time. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally like the exact same way that OnPassive started is how this is starting now and starting to be talked about. And it's kind of like, if you were in this thing and you did have some slight doubts, and then everything starts playing out again, you know, just like us naysayers over here are like, oh God, here we go again. They're also going to be like, uh-oh, what if it's going to be the same again? Every time I see the Victory with Ash thing, I think of that Christian kid song, Victory with Jesus, and Go Bob Larson. I'm a berserker demon.
In these moments, it's essential to gently clear away the noise and return to the foundation we've chosen to build upon the victory. With Ash Platform and
The Victory with Ash Platform.
the new technology company were not conceived as fleeting opportunities, but as deliberate long-term architectures for success.
It's been going for a few months now, and they haven't done anything besides tell people to recruit 10 people to it. And then be like, don't worry, guys, we're starting soon. You know, like, how are you moving towards success or learning anything or doing anything, really?
They were designed for manifestation, not instant gratification.
Oh, you're all sitting around manifesting. Is that what we're going to call it?
Rushing from one thing to the next, hoping this time the packaging makes all the difference, often leads us away from the very potential we sought to nurture.
Please don't leave us for another scam. Please stay here. I promise it's going to be launching soon. Just 8 years.
True growth and tangible success require the courage to be patient and the wisdom to allow a solid foundation to bear fruit. This process cannot be hurried. Nothing of enduring value was ever built by abandoning a sound plot to constantly replant seeds elsewhere.
Hold on. You said a sound plot. Like there was a real business plan going on or something. None of that's happening here. I really do doubt it. So, again, you're comparing it to a business that's run by a CEO who actually knows how to run a business, as Ash has proven not to be one. They've got at least 8 years to go. Maybe Marty is helping from heaven. Rest in peace. Manifest was a toy from Pure Romance. Oh my, don't do that. Especially around me. This is Bill's AI girlfriend as the narrator. And maybe he did it. Maybe he manifested Pure Romance.
Let's recenter. Let's remember the core vision that drew us together. A vision of sustainable victory and innovative technology. That vision hasn't changed.
In a bad technology. What happened there?
Its timeline is unfolding, not stalling. The work is in progress, and its success is geared inherently towards our success. So, let's take a deep breath.
Don't hold your breath, though, because, again, you got 8 years.
Let's extend patience to the process, patience to ourselves, and patience to each other. Let's choose to trust in the path we collectively committed to, allowing it the time and space it needs to reveal its strength.
It's not an animal that you cared for and you're about to release back out into the wild. What are you talking about?
Our shared focus and steadfast belief are the most powerful fuels for the journey ahead. The best is yet to come.
They like took a fucking video that's supposed to be about advocating and then added it to this video that is a scam propaganda video. I don't know what else to call it. Jesus Christ, Bill.
And it arrives not by chasing echoes, but by nurturing the distinct and promising reality we are already building together.
See, like, again, if they were doing something, even the webinars, then I would be like, well, this one's technically just about them educating each other, so I guess we're kind of doing that. You know, like Redfern's still doing videos. Other than that, what education are you doing? And don't worry, by the end of the night, you're going to get a good look at Red's education. That's bad. That it? Not thinking Ash at the end of this one, I guess. Well, that's enough of that. Hashtag victory with Ash. So once again, we're talking about victory with Ash like it's a successful technology business, not just a bridge to a business, as I guess they would put it. But it's still like so confusing. We still don't really know what this is supposed to be. They'll be like, it's an educational platform. And then all of a sudden they're like, the new technology that we're going to get and sell to customers. And I'm like, what technology? Are you doing O-Connect again? What do you mean? So I guess we got to just keep going and trying to figure it out. Hello.
My dear friends and leaders in this monumental journey.
I don't know you. I'm not your friend, pal. I'm not your pal guy. Sorry, I'll stop. It's over.
We are going to be eyewitnesses to changes in our lives that will be extraordinary. 2026 will be different in a great way.
At least she said extraordinary. I'll give her that. That happened. But again, with this monumental journey, like, is that how you would describe what's been going on over here with OnPassive? I don't know. We're having fun, I guess.
This year will give us life changes that will make all of our dreams come true.
Said this every year, Susan.
Mr. Ash Mufair could have taken the rest of his life just being comfortable and enjoying the successes he has in his business life.
I don't think he's as successful as you all think. I mean, they seem to think that Ash is like some kind of billionaire that could have just rode off into the sunset with all his money and his family. And it's like, no, he's like barely getting by and wouldn't be getting by without all of you. So it's just so weird. They're like, oh, he's done so much for us because he didn't have to do all of this. And I'm like, rip you off in a pyramid scheme? No, he didn't have to, but I wouldn't praise him for it.
He was already financially free, and he didn't need more money.
Okay.
What he wanted and still wants is to take others to where he is. At the pinnacle of success.
He's at... yeah. Because the pinnacle of success is getting sued by the SEC for $108 million for running a pyramid scheme, getting fined $4 million yourself, having your company fined $4 million, and then having to pay back $39 million in disgorgement and interest. That is definitely what success looks like.
He has finally been able to do this, and this year, we will be very happy he didn't quit. He and his family have withstood the negative talk and the smearing of his name.
What smearing? What smearing? I mean, other than the few times I've called him an asshole, which you could maybe argue with me about, everything that I have said about Ash's history and the alleged success he's had in his past, all true, all verifiable, all public information. The SEC case, you can't say that's smearing his name. I mean, if you don't want people to talk about your lawsuit with the SEC, don't run a pyramid scheme, man. Like, fuck you.
He has now placed us in the victory with Ash Platform to prepare us.
Every second one. Victory with Ash Platform.
For our ultimate dream business. We are moving forward, not back. Those of us who are in tune with his thinking aren't worried when we don't see him. We are excited because we know he is
trying to buy time.
Busy working on our dream.
Yep.
So let this year remove any doubts you may have about Mr. Ash Mufair's character. his loyalty, and his caring heart.
We're doing that thing again where she gets all motivational and then starts like yelling at us, but she's not really a yeller this one. And then she gets all soft-spoken, poetic again. It's wonderful. I love it. Violet says, it's like Ash leaves a vacuum and Bill Must rushes in to fill it with shit. That's right. Ash platform, I've been listening to Volcano and other geology documentaries. Yeah, right?
Please don't ask questions that only Mr. Mouffair knows the answers to. We don't speculate. We wait.
Oh my god.
Love all of you.
Ah! How creepy. And I feel like they should have gone into the Where's the Love song after that or something. Same sort of vibes. You guys feel uplifted and motivated now to be in this amazing company? I know that all of you do. You know? And then I was looking for the songs. Because I feel like, you know, we haven't really gotten a song. So I was like, did they not do like a New Year's song? Like, what's going on with the songs, Bill Must? Told you to do a song. And I guess he kind of did a song. Sort of, I guess. No questions ever, that's right, or else he will terminate you.
I'll be beaming with pride. The foundation you're building will be the key to unlocking your full potential in Mr. Ash Mouffair's new company.
Okay.
And let's be real, with a foundation this strong, success is a foregone conclusion.
Oh my.
You'll be the ones that others look up to, and they'll be eager to learn from your experiences.
Who? Who?
The tables will be turned, and you'll be the ones in demand. Keep shining your light and spreading positivity.
2026 is here.
Why? Woo! Alright.
Take a look at the ground beneath your feet. Every brick you laid, every challenge you meet. You've been working in the shadows, fueled by a dream, but now you're coming together, a powerhouse team. The world didn't see the sweat and the time, but you're standing at the base of a mountain you'll climb.
Standing at the base of a pyramid scheme.
In the house of victory with Ash, the doors are open wide. You got the spirit and the fire inside. No more doubt, no more looking back.
Yeah, I told you, your life's on fire. Remember? The meme review.
We're moving forward on a brand new track. So stand up tall, be beaming with pride. The power you hold is a rising tide. With a foundation this strong, we already know success is a conclusion. Watch the seeds grow. Yeah, the tables are turning, the lights on you, unlocking the potential in everything you do. They'll be looking
Except this. Probably not this, though.
your way, eager to hear how you conquered the struggle and mastered the fear. Your story is the blueprint, your journey's the key. You're the leaders of the future for everyone to see. You're the ones in demand, the ones at the top. Once this
Where? Top of what? Again, the pyramid scheme?
momentum starts, it's never gonna stop. Keep shining
He's already fucking flopped. Sorry.
that light, let the world feel the heat. Spreading positivity to everyone you meet. It's a foregone conclusion, it's written in the stars. The foundation is solid and the future is ours. So stand up tall, be beaming with pride. The power you hold is a rising tide. With a foundation this strong, we already know success is a conclusion. Watch the seeds grow. Yeah, the tables are turning, the lights on you, unlocking the potential in everything you do. Keep shining your light.
Oh, man.
You're the ones in demand.
messing up the lyrics here. Bill, what happened? CD went pyramid. And Captain McNair, Chris here says, funny that they used the clip of someone drawing the lines of a pyramid, right?
Beaming with pride, yeah, we're beaming with pride. In the house of victory with Ash, the doors are open wide.
See, it's like so off, the words.
So stand up tall, beaming with pride.
What happened? Excuse me, Bill, how am I supposed to sing along?
We already know success is a conclusion. Stand up tall.
This is supposed to be Ash just like having gold raining on him? I don't understand. Is it Chris? Did Chris take over?
Be beaming with pride. Be beaming with pride.
Really? After that song? Okay. For victory with Ash, huh? Well, there you have it. There you have it. That was their big Happy New Year song. And I was like, oh my goodness. What a song that was. What a song that was. Kind of made me go, what the fuck? But, you know, lots of things make me go, what the fuck, I guess you could say. So let's talk about what made me go, what the fuck this week, shall we?
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF. Yeah. Totally. All right, so this week, I had quite the week of what the fuck, but I picked my favorite thing ever. Something that we've talked a little bit about in the past, but I thought I would highlight again for you all right here. We're going to talk about a religious complex. The religious complex that exists here in OnPassive. Hello, Silvio. Good to see you. Happy Friday. I think it's important to show it as many times as we can. You know, all the times that they compare Ash to God. Chris Johnson, we're going to be picking on him. So although he isn't very active on his YouTube right now, or hyping up or promoting Victory with Ash / OnPassive, he is very active on his Facebook, you know. And he posts a lot of stuff on there, sometimes to do with Victory with Ash, sometimes just you know, personal pictures or letting people know what's going on with his days. And then other times he's very, very religious. As you guys know, Chris is very religious. He was the prayer guy, and you know, he makes everything about God. And so we're going to be picking on Chris and his Facebook because he made this post. We got to talk about it. And he says, the one thing I did this year, I kept going. In the middle of depression, chaos, spiritual warfare, and everything in between, I kept going and kept my faith in God. 100%. And, you know, it was fine. It was cool. You know, it was like, all right, cool, Chris. We all know that you are a believer, and, you know, you totally welcome to post up on your own Facebook about how, you know, you believe in God and the spiritual warfare didn't come for you, you know. The issue is that then other people that are in OnPassive groups, like the OnPassive review group here, they see Chris post something like this, and to them, Chris is one-dimensional. He's all Victory with Ash and OnPassive. And then they reshare it. And sometimes when they reshare it, their captions will be the worrisome part. And so it was shared a couple times over. Before it was in OnPassive review, as you can see, Deepak Raja shared it. And they shared it and they said, kind of in response, the same thing I did this year. I kept moving forward. Depression, chaos, spiritual struggles, and in the midst of it all, I kept going and maintained my faith in God 100%. Again, that would be fine, except then what they do is they go hashtag victory with Ash, hashtag new beginnings, hashtag Ash Mufara, hashtag OnPassive. So then I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, but why are you comparing your God, why are you comparing your God to Mr. Ash Mufara? You do know that Ash Mufara is not God. Okay? He is not God, and therefore, if you are talking about God, I would very much prefer if you would not hashtag Ash Mufara. Chris, this time, didn't make his religious post about Ash. He didn't hashtag anything. But again, everyone's like watching him and they think that everything he does have to do with that. So they'll turn it into that. And maybe you could argue he needs to be more mindful of that. But yet here we are, you know? And so when I saw this, and I saw a couple people had obviously done this, right? After he posted, I felt like it was worth talking about because Ash Mufara is not God. And that is what made me say, what the fuck this week?
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
So, you know, hopefully they stop doing that. But again, I doubt it. They still call him Sir Lord of the Internet. And, you know, his only God can stop us bullshit is still kind of going on in the background. So there's that. Chris is a modern day Judas, right? He wishes. He wishes. And speaking of ass and kicking people's asses, let's see who was kissing Ash this week, shall we? Pucker up. Pucker up again. So, I was searching online for information like I always do. You know, I just sometimes spend my days just online researching awesome things. And I came across this really funny website that was made, really made me chuckle. And as you can see, one of the images is right here. And it's Ash Mufara Nuno Santos. And I was like, where's Nuno and Ash? I don't see them in the boats. But it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I got quite the kick out of it. And so I really wanted to go over it with you guys because I thought that it was pretty funny that they are still posting up. Still posting up websites. There isn't really anything to do right now, yet for some reason, there is this amazing website that they've posted up and made all about victory with Ash. You know what I'm saying? Why is my share screen not working? What is going on right now? Thank you. So, here it is in all of its wonderful glory. Right here. Positive mindset, the power of action. Victory with Ash. Empowering personal growth and global impact. About victory with Ash. Maybe this will help us figure out exactly what it is, you know? Victory with Ash is an exclusive, invite-only community focused on personal development, skill enhancement, and generating positive overall impact. Founded by Ash Mufara, this program was created to help individuals reinvent, reorient, and refocus themselves to achieve success in life and business. Maybe not. The main goal of Victory with Ash is to empower individuals to grow as people, develop real skills, and make a positive impact on the world. Target growth period. The community encourages members to dedicate the first 30 to 90 days to reducing stress and increasing self-confidence. And I'm like, where did all this come from? Developing leadership, communication, and purposeful growth skills. I've never once heard anyone be like, so the first 30 to 90 days, this is what you're going to do. You know what I mean? Hi, Serene. Good to see you. Happy Friday. But according to Nuno, that's what's going on. Key training areas. The Victory with Ash training platform, because now it's a training platform, offers practical and applicable training in personal communication, because he communicates so well, speaking and listening clearly and confidently, leadership, developing characteristics that inspire action and confidence, goal setting, transforming big dreams into measurable results, and modern business strategies, learning marketing and business strategies to create new revenue streams, technology and OWL, using artificial intelligence, OWL, and new tools to work smarter and expand a business. What to expect? By joining Victory with Ash, you can expect to become noticeably happier and more at peace, visualize a bright future, set bold goals and measurable and outlining concrete steps, develop practical skills to success in life and business. The future. Victory with Ash. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, really getting into it. Victory with Ash combines personal mastery with modern business and technology skills. Does it? All under a framework of principles and integrity. Upon completion of the training, members will be empowered to offer products and services to the public, earning commissions and bonuses. And I'm like, will you be? Because not according to the SEC, you won't. And then it says, join the movement. So yay, another movement. If you are ready to grow, start over and reorient yourself. Victory with Ash is the ideal community for you. And then it says, learning to fish will allow us to be free and independent, not trapped in the system. Victory with Ash. Ash Mufara, Nuno Santos. Then we also have this. Congratulations. Change your life. Change your future. Victory with Ash. There's Nuno. Apparently. Looks very different. Rise, reset, refocus. Then this one made me laugh. In it. If you'll do the work, you'll win it. What a motto, huh? And then it says, this is the doorway to success and freedom. And it's funny because it looks like the doorway is too small for the door. Like like none of this looks like it goes together. It's so weird. Hey, this, like a data center, I guess, like cool. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a great video. Funny it doesn't play until you start to play. Okay, thank you for that. Then we have Victory with Ash. Oh my. We usually meme when we do this.
Oh, we are in the transition phase. Are you ready? Victory with Ash!
This is like something that would be made as a meme about them by somebody that we are hanging out with. I'm just saying, I'm going to put the volume up on it. Hold on. And then play it again here.
Oh, we are in the transition phase. Are you ready? Victory with Ash!
Oh, love it. Love it! Absolutely love it. And then, yeah. The funny thing is, though, is that there is no way to, click on the website. So this site doesn't lead to the Victory with Ash platform. So it really is It really is just a website that's letting us know what Victory with Ash is and how wonderful it is. All that work and energy put into that, and it's an ugly website if you ask me. Well, that's what got him in the Kisses Ash Hall of Fame, if you will. So that's it for our episode of Kisses Ash. Woo! That was fun. Lots of fun. Haven't they been in transition phase since 2018, right? Or no? I know. His hair screams victory, didn't it? Didn't it? Or fire, you know. They are on fire. Oh my goodness. Sounds like we're getting a storm out there. So, we are going to take a short little commercial break, everyone. Yes, we are. I'm going to take a short little commercial break. And then when I return, you're going to hear us get called Barking Dogs by Megan from OnPassive. Then we're going to hear from Red Redfern. He's going to be telling us about perseverance versus rejection. It's going to be fun. And then Sherry Dursaway, I thought we would go and check in with her because it's been a little while. And, you know, I wanted to leave on a happy note after being called Barking Dogs and then laughing at Red. So don't go anywhere. We're going to have a commercial break. And then we're going to get insulted, I guess. Today's stream is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon now. I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuck boy. No one fucks with my hose. The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Yeah, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Are you tired of getting screwed over by false promises, bad leadership, and tiny results? Introducing Tiny Dinger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. The only protection you need when dealing with inflated egos and underwhelming performance. Whether it's a shady MLM pitch, a fake AI company, or a man who tells you he's the lord of the internet. Don't get played, get protected. Tiny Dinger Condoms are OnPassive resistant. 100% scam proof. coated in reality and skepticism for extra protection against cult-like charisma. And hey, if you're gonna get screwed by Ash Mufara's vision, at least make sure you're wearing something that actually works. Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked a YouTube streamer's favorite brand for when the product is imaginary, but the disappointment is real. Now available in Founder Frenzy flavor. Tastes like regret and missed refunds. Located at your local CVS, pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. Is your leader's birthday coming up? Don't just send a card. Send your soul. Introducing Happy Cult Day, the ultimate birthday experience for narcissistic gurus. Because nothing says divine enlightenment like 8 hours of forced gratitude on Zoom. With Happy Cult Day, you'll get a pre-written poem about how your leader changed your life. Access to a 9-hour tribute webinar you're required to attend. A royalty-free song you'll awkwardly sing with 300 other blinking followers. And a limited edition e-card with their face on a beam of light. Because they're just like Jesus, but better. Add on the birthday worship upgrade to include a tribute video of members crying, children chanting their name, and a slideshow of their humble beginnings. Why celebrate you when you can celebrate him? Again, Happy Cult Day, because in a real cult, it's their birthday every day. Side effects may include financial ruin, loss of autonomy, spontaneous chanting, seal clapping, and sudden belief that Ash Mufara invented the internet. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger Condoms and Fantasia Foot Spray. Buy Tiny Digger Diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsors. Now, back to the live stream. Yes, thank you everyone for letting me have a little break before I get insulted. That's right. So I was listening to Megan, our new friend Megan. You might remember her from past streams, from OnPassive here. And she had a lot to say. A lot to say about how we're barking dogs. You'll see what I mean. I was very, very insulted. How awful.
Those of us who've been on this journey, we know that there have been many ups and downs, and maybe you have looked up OnPassive, maybe you've looked up Ash Mufara, and you might not be getting the whole picture. Why is that?
Well, because the SEC will pop up, Danny's website will pop up, Behind MLM will pop up, my video will pop up, Recovering Hunbot's videos will pop up, Spencer Cornelia's videos will pop up. That's why. And to them, the proper information is the lie, right? The information from Ash, that they're all about to be millionaires.
I wanted to talk for a second about being careful about where you're getting your information. You know, most people, when they go to find out about something, they get online and they Google it. And that isn't necessarily the best source, the most truthful source. Why?
True. I mean, you got to be careful. You got to know how to search for proper sources. I fear that they might not be teaching that anymore or something. Something's going on.
Is that? Well, first of all, negative bias. We are psychologically prone to look for negativity and also confirmation bias. We tend to find what we are looking for.
Yes, Google is not a truth engine. Yes, ignore the haters. That's right. It's just confirmation bias, which is funny because we've talked a lot about confirmation bias, right? How they ignore the truth, the information. The thing is, you should be seeking outside information. If you are in something that tells you not to seek outside information, that's a red flag.
We look for things that confirm what we already believe. And if you don't have an inside, inside scoop on this whole journey with Ash and the company, you might just Google it and you might miss out because you're going to get information that is designed by the algorithms for clicks, for
okay, yeah, because I get so many clicks. I'm famous. I get millions of views. I stepped away. Who is this clown show? Or shoe. You said shoe, but I think you meant show. This is Megan from OnPassive. We're getting new characters now.
For views, because that's what the internet puts out. It puts out whatever's going to get the most sensationalized views. And the emotional...
Which is funny because, again, the OnPassive stuff, if you go and you literally look up OnPassive or Victory with Ash just on YouTube, you're probably going to be met with all kinds of positive videos about this thing. All of them have far more views than my videos that are speaking out about the truth about this thing. Right? So, just keep that in mind. It's always the algorithm. That's right. The issue here is that Chris Johnson will do a video hyping up something that is a complete lie, lying to everyone, right? And trying to get them to join a pyramid scheme. And that video will get 30,000 views. I'll do a video saying, hey, I'm here exposing this pyramid scheme, and I'm lucky if I get 8,000 views. So I don't even think that this is true.
Aspect of it is that we as human beings don't look for things that are positive.
Always the algorithm.
We don't, we're not attracted to things that are neutral or positive. We're attracted to things that are dramatic or maybe negative. Yeah. So when you get online, that's probably what you're going to find. And
that's not what I look up. I don't go online and go, I'm going to look up drama and negative things. I mean, I do realize that a lot of people maybe do that. But, again, I'm not really sure if that's true either. Maybe in some communities. Where are you hanging out, Megan? Who are your friends online? Maybe that's part of the problem. You know, check your circle. If you got a circle of people that are constantly sending you like negative things and things that are going to upset you or, you know, keeping drama going or whatever, that's something you got to own then and be like, I need to start surrounding myself with more positive people. That doesn't mean you have to be in a pyramid scheme or even practice toxic positivity. It just means, like, you know, surround yourself with decent people. That's up to you. You pick what you watch.
And that is unfortunate. But so I would ask you to think about when you're consuming information about something, think about who it's coming from and what their motive might be. You know,
my only motive is to warn you so that you don't lose money and waste your time and actually go find a way to find your purpose in life without other people being like, you have to worship me in order to get it. That's it. I don't want anything else. You know?
A lot of times the motives are just to get clicks, just to get views. Maybe they're monetizing off of what they're talking about.
You're monetizing off of it. And you're scamming people. At least my monetization is me warning people of things that can harm them. What?
I've been following a few different pages on social media, on Facebook, and I'm noticing that there is just an absolute wealth of negative and misinformation about what happened with OnPassive and what is happening in Victory with Ash.
Yeah, if you look it up on Facebook, I'll pop up with a lot of posts that are like, don't join this, it's a pyramid scheme.
And I would encourage you, if you are joining Victory with Ash, or if you are still following this journey, that you should be very careful about where you're getting your information.
Yeah, maybe get it from the Securities and Exchange Commission, especially if you're in the USA. You know, the funny thing is you're the ones that are trying to hide things. So that's why you're saying don't seek outside information. Right? Like, come on, Megan.
Not to be misled. Also, I wanted to say something about just the whole idea of storytelling and thinking about whose story it is to tell. If you are spreading
the victims, it's the victim's story. It becomes their story. Once you harm someone, it becomes that person's story now. That's what I believe. And I really, really try my best to do victim-led advocacy, survivor-led advocacy. I like to shine a light on the harm caused to consumers, because the victims in this case are the public and the people who you are trying to prey on. A lot of times vulnerable people who you're trying to prey on to trick them into this complete succubus. And it's a whole industry of just being a succubus and taking everything from people, from their money to their friends and family, to their time and energy, their labor. That's why I say that they're a commercial cult, because they remind me of Scientology and working for OSA or being in the Sea Org. Very, very similar to me. Same hierarchy. I was talking about this the other day with it's Mike Sandoval when I was talking about Hare Krishna, and same thing. You know, and he said Hare Krishna is basically like a spiritual MLM. And I said, well, that's the thing, is that they're all built on the exact same hierarchy. And this whole, you have to pay in and work your way up to the top, which is not being done correctly in these systems. And it's funny because other places of work can use a system, but the money flows in the opposite direction, which means that the power is more evenly distributed and they don't all end up like cults. So I feel like there is something to that. That's why I say the issue is the system. The issue is the model. The issue is what you are expected to do in order to get to the top. That's the issue. Just thought I'd weigh in on that.
Information, is it your story to tell? It's incredible to me how strong-willed Ash has been throughout this experience at not jumping at every chance to come
like Ash Mufara?
Come out and tell his side of the story.
What are you talking about? That's exactly what he was doing up until like halfway through last year. But we've been here for like 8 years, Megan. Did you miss all of the webinars at the beginning? See, this is why it's not good to only get your information from inside the group, because these groups like to rewrite history, erase history, and have their own narrative instead of just saying what happened, the truth. And so Megan here has missed, apparently, all of the webinars from the past where Ash Mufara would straight up scream at people and get mad at people. And if people gave him any pushback, he would have a fucking temper tantrum. Or the time that I went up on his platform and him and I went back and forth. So, like, what about all those times? You know? And then he decided to start to be silent. And I don't think it was his choice. I think it was because his lawyers were like, shut the fuck up. You're making it worse. Stop. Because he was. He kept talking and talking and talking. And although he doesn't say a whole lot, a lot of times he says the opposite of what he's trying to say, I think. and it fucks him over, you know? He kind of pulls back the curtain, as they'd say in Vibe. You know, Megan's got to stick together. She clearly can't recognize failure, including her failed hair perm.
He was somewhat restricted with legal, from the legal team about what to say or what he could say. But also, we know that when somebody is, you know, spreading misinformation about you.
Misinformation? That's the thing. The funniest part of most recently with Ash explaining what's going on, or what happened, I guess, with OnPassive, since it's past tense now, is that he basically admitted that every single thing that the recovering Hunbot was outing on her site and like we were talking about in terms of like Muhammad Kamal and Dubai owning a lot of stuff and blah, 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 that's all come out now as being true. It's his fault for not being transparent with all of you from the beginning. When you're running a business and you want people to invest their money in what you're doing, those people deserve to know every single thing that's going on. If you're considering them to be business partners of yours, they should be aware of what's happening, even behind the scenes. It should be transparent, and then it should also be ethical. You guys like that word, ethical. They use it all the time, as much as transparent. I don't know if they know what it means, though. Like, Ash didn't tell people what was actually happening, but he kept like alluding to it, and then people kept guessing, and then he was getting mad at people for guessing. It was ridiculous. But maybe he should have just always been transparent, and then it wouldn't have been a problem. The thing was, he couldn't because he was scamming everyone, and he's not going to come out here and say that. And a lot of the moves he was making behind the scenes would have had you guys all going, huh? Why is that going on? That's not good. And he knew that.
It isn't always best to bark back at the barking dogs. It's sometimes better to...
Again, I don't know if I can fit barking dogs in my name. I don't think it will let me. Like, I think I have as many as many as I... Well, let's try it. No. Can I do dogs? Oh, did it work? Let's see. Oh, I removed myself. Did it work? Oh, it just says ... Oh, well, I don't like that. We don't want that to be my name, because then it doesn't show the whole thing. I don't like that. So, hopefully I've fixed it. I don't like it.
Just sit back and let them say what they will. Because the people who are following this journey closely, those of us who are close to Ash, we know the true Ash. We know the true story.
You know, those of us that are close to him, that he is manipulated, that have blind faith and loyalty to him.
And we know that it is not our story to tell, and it is not our place to make assumptions.
I'm not making assumptions, and neither is anyone else that has spoken out about OnPassive, from the recovering Hunbot, Spencer, to Danny, who I've also gotten to jump on the bandwagon, to Bloomberg, who mentioned them in their documentary as a Dubai pyramid scheme. Nobody is making up a thing. That's the thing. We're the ones that are actually telling the truth. And the reason why we're doing it is because you guys aren't being transparent. Ash is lying to all of you. And again, if you're going to put your faith and your loyalty in someone, I think it should be someone that is actually telling you what's going on and being transparent and honest, not lying to you about what he's doing for you. You know? That's what I think.
Ash is going to get a very unique opportunity now. He's telling us that in O News, that he is ready to tell his side of the story.
And I think it's weird he's doing it in the OnPassive ecosystem instead of the Victory with Ash area, because he's already done this. We've already done the, okay, now I'm going to sit down and tell you guys what actually happened. I feel like we've done it a few times. You know, like, is this going to be the last time? How many times can he tell us this story?
Allow him to tell his side of the story.
Hurry up!
What's worse than when you have something happen in your life and someone else comes out and tries to control the narrative, tries to tell.
That's not what happened at all. Ash had more than enough time. More than enough time to tell everybody that he was being sued by the SEC. He would have known before we did. The SEC would have been contacting him. He got the paperwork from the SEC before the SEC posted it publicly on their website that they had served him the paperwork. Right? They usually wait until after the person served, and then they'll put out the public notice like, hey, yeah, this is happening. We just started a case on this person. We found out because they posted the public notice after serving him. If he had right away come out and been like, hey guys, I just got fucking sued by the SEC for $108 million. So we're going to have to like figure that out now before we move forward and try to work this out. That would have been fine. Then he would have been transparent and honest. Instead, he actually did the opposite, never said anything about it at all. And then when we were like, hey, what about this? He said, that's not happening. That's a lie. And then slowly was like releasing information that, yeah, no, actually it was true. You know how he does. And then eventually it's like he gives the jig up. And then he's like, yeah, which is kind of what he's doing with this OnPassive story right now. Where now he is like, yeah, actually, guys, it was Muhammad Kamal in Dubai that fucked me over. They were right. I did put a lot of stuff in Dubai and in his name and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, come on, man. He has the chance first. And then when he doesn't do it, then we go, okay, well, if you're not going to tell him, then I'm going to tell him. So, you know, they deserve to know. It's for your protection is the funny thing. Oh, they're always so unappreciative, I tell you.
The story, you know, it's like someone who has an announcement, something big to announce, or maybe a birth or maybe a wedding. And
no, it's more like a girl lying to her husband that she's pregnant and she's wearing one of those baby bellies for several months, but then she manages to tell somebody about her lie. And then that person says to her, okay, well, either you tell your husband that you've been lying and you're not having a baby soon, or I'm going to tell him because what you're doing isn't right. It's more like that. You know, if we're going to bring pregnancy into this, that's what it's more like.
They're worried about putting out information because they're worried that somebody else is going to come out and put out the first picture of their newborn. That's sad. That's not.
Yeah, no, it's really shitty to put out the picture before the parents put out a picture. Everybody knows that. Again, not a good comparison at all. That one isn't even close.
That's not good. It's not our place. We need to make sure that the person that the story is about is the one telling the story. So
is this all Ash's story and this is all for Ash and this is all his company then? Because I thought that this was each of your individual stories and you're supposed to find your why and then be doing this for that. Like, whose story is this, Megan? Whose?
Be careful about sharing information that you don't own. I think that's really crucial.
Be careful about sharing information that you don't own. Like your own information? Don't share your own information. I don't know what that means. Don't show information that you don't own. Because, like, if you're in Victory with Ash / OnPassive, and you're allegedly going on this journey for the last 8 years, surely you own a part of this story as well. I mean, this should be a collective of all of your stories. Shouldn't it?
So I hope this makes sense. I would encourage you to think about what you share, think about where you get your information, and just how blessed we are to be at a point where we are seeing the river and, you know, the ocean meet. We are seeing the fresh, the old and the fresh meet with OnPassive and with Victory with Ash.
Okay, so they are merging. I'm very confused about this. Are we taking OnPassive with us into Victory with Ash or not?
We're told that we're not going to take anything into Victory with Ash from OnPassive, but now we are at a unique place where Ash, who has been so strong and steadfast in, you know, not feeling the need to jump out at all of the dogs that bark. And
I wouldn't really say that. I don't know. Am I being crazy? Do you guys feel like Ash has done a great job ignoring the haters since he's been doing this?
He is ready now and able to come out and tell the full story.
Is he, though? Because, again, I feel like we just keep getting teasers, and then he talks all, like, in code, and then we don't really get much of the real story. Like, this was supposed to be a 3-parter. When's that second part coming out? Because it's not out yet.
So if you want the full story, make sure you're getting it from the horse's mouth. Make sure.
And it's like, yeah, we would love to, but again, where did he go? He hasn't been live in like a couple months now. Come on.
Sure you're getting it from the people who own it and the people, those who are close, you know, close to him.
Violet says, girl, you are not looking at a river. You are looking at a sewer. A sewer. That's the sewers connecting. Not the river to the ocean. And I'm like, they're connecting? Like, we keep changing.
I think another thing is that throughout this journey, Ash has been able to sit back and watch who has misrepresented him and who has been quick to jump on that negative narrative, and those who haven't, those who have remained steadfast and who know who he really is.
Serene says, mimics and her whole facial expressions reminds me of Gina Leva. Yeah, no, I'm starting to wonder, how much time they all really do spend with each other.
If someone is truly in your circle and they're truly your friend or your comrade, they know you. They know you well enough to not be affected by all of the barking dogs.
So yeah, there you have it, guys. That's us, I believe. We are the barking dogs. And Megan says, don't listen to them. They just keep barking. Woof, woof. So, basically, again, they're building their echo chamber, and it appears to be going quite well for them. Whoop, whoop. That's right. That's basically all that was her saying, listen, only listen to our echo chamber, okay? Only listen to Ash, and whatever he tells us is true. Don't look the company up. That's bad. All right? Google is a search engine, not a truth engine. Rest in peace, Marty DeGarmo. So, like, I'm just kind of like, it's so frustrating. It's the exact opposite advice that everyone would give you, right? That's always a red flag. If they're like, oh, don't Google the company. Don't look it up. Like, usually people tell you to research stuff, and it's very confusing because they'll tell people to learn about the company and learn about the products when there aren't any, but anyway. And then they're like, but don't Google anything and just listen to what Ash says. And Ash hasn't been around in a while. And when he has come around, it's just like a message like, hey guys, don't worry, we're going to be starting soon and it's going to be great. Or it's in the OES and he's like, I'm going to start a 3-part series about what happened with our old company. It's like, okay, again, how is that helping them move forward in Victory with Ash? But speaking of moving forward, maybe Red Redfern can explain it to all of us. Because you see, he did a couple of lives, one of them about perseverance, and the other one about rejection. And I watched them back to back, and I couldn't help but die of laughter because if there was ever two videos that showcase how Red just follows the exact same schedule for every single stream, does the same beat, same rhythm, it was these two. At one point, near the end of them, he actually almost mixes the two up. And in the stream about perseverance, he starts talking about rejection. And in the rejection stream, he starts going on about perseverance. And I'm like, no, Red, that was the one you did the next day, which was just the other day. I believe it was yesterday. Anyway, I decided that it would be fun if we kind of put them together, if you will, you know? And yeah, I guess just Red can just kind of take it away and teach us all about perseverance and rejection. Like I said, pay attention to how close these two are and how the layout is of them. And then also how he gets them mixed up. And then the irony of it all, because it is just a hella ironic time. So I guess take it away, Red.
Well, hello everybody, how are you? Good to be here. As always, today is Thursday, 8th of January. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Hello and welcome everybody. How are you? Good to be here. Thank you, John Brewer, for monitoring the chat for me once again. It's very kind of you. Today is Wednesday, 7th of January. Hope you're all having a good day wherever you are. We certainly are. Been at work today. Right, so today, obviously things are very quiet at the moment. We know this, we understand this, and for many, it's getting quite anxious for people, a bit of anxiety setting in and wondering what's going on. We heard from our CEO before Christmas and with a couple of updates, and many of us were hoping and expectful for some more updates this week. We haven't heard from our CEO as yet. Obviously, I did speak with Chris. He said Ash is very quiet at the moment, which normally means that there's a lot going on in the background. So what do I want to talk to you guys about today? Rejection. We've all had it, haven't we, in one way, shape or form. And from personal levels, it hurts a lot because nobody likes to be rejected. And what I wanted to talk to you today about really is how hard it is to keep on going, to keep that fire burning, to keep moving forward on a daily basis within this business or any business you're doing. And really, the art of perseverance really does help you to focus and channel your decision to do it in the first place, but also to keep on going. And that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. There's also a business element to rejection as well. And the main reason why I wanted to talk to you today about rejection is because it really is an important part of your business to learn how to handle rejection, but more importantly, how to turn that rejection into something positive. With these tips to help you really persevere and to carry on going. Now, this really does apply to business more than anything else, but obviously in your own lives as well. I've started again a challenge to myself as far as fitness is concerned. I'm endeavoring on doing 100 press-ups a day. I'm on day 10 at the moment, throughout at least the whole of January. And again, this takes a lot of guts, will, perseverance to do that. And exactly the same with whatever you're doing in your own personal life as well. You do need to have that will and perseverance. I can remember my father telling me about how to handle complaints in hospitality. Obviously, I come from that area. I'm a chef by trade. I was raised in a pub. My father had hotels and restaurants, etc. And he always taught me that handling complaints is something that is a knack, and it is something that you can turn into a massive positive if you handle it correctly. Rejection is exactly the same. We've all had it, especially in business, where we approach people, we tell them about certain things that we are doing and want them to have a look at it, and guess what? We get rejected, don't we? And how you handle that rejection really is going to help you with your business. So let's have a little look at it then. And this is obviously from a business point of view, not a personal point of view, but a lot of the things in here you can use obviously within your personal life as well.
And the reason is the main thing that you need to keep in your mind to why you are doing it. So let's get into it then. As far as the art of perseverance, and in business, it is the disciplined, consistent effort to keep moving forward despite obstacles, fueled by a clear why, breaking goals into small steps and adapting strategies while staying optimistic and focusing on value.
So rejection in business, whether from clients, investors, or partners, is a normal hurdle that requires emotional processing and strategic response.
It's about consistent actions at the end of the day, learning from any failures, building that resilience up that you might not have seen before, and maintaining professionalism within it, recognizing that breakthroughs often follow sustained, unglamorous effort, making it the key differentiator between success and failure.
Knee-jerk reactions really aren't the best option as far as rejection is concerned. Many of us lose it sometimes. We fly off the handle. We often say things that we regret afterwards.
Oh no.
And when rejection happens, it really is an art form and something that you have to learn how to handle.
We've all seen this, haven't we? We've all seen the 2 feet from gold memes that are out there. We've all heard the stories of how people just never gave up, and this really is the attribute to them being successful today. Perseverance certainly does come into that category, the will to keep on going, especially when we haven't had much information, when we are in limbo, when we are in a period of time where we're not getting an awful lot of information. This is where we all need to dig very deep within ourselves for that why.
Successful entrepreneurs, and I firmly believe that every single one of you that is watching this now, whether it's live, whether it is on a recording, wants to be a successful entrepreneur. This is where we need to view rejection as a chance to learn, not a personal failure, by seeking feedback, refining your approach, for whether it is the product or the pitch or the terms that you are using. This is where we learn to adjust things, adapt to the market needs, and maintain persistence to find that right fit that suits you.
Why are we here? Why are we persisting with what we are doing? And that really is where the art of perseverance comes in, because inevitably it is going to be part of your success story. The ones that never quit, the ones that kept on going, they are the ones that will be able to tell their story of the perseverance that they went through to see it through to the end.
So turning setbacks into fuel for growth, rather than using rejection as something to sleek away from, to go and hide, to feel sorry for yourself, to not try again, to really go back into the shadows.
So let's have a look then at core principles of perseverance. Defining your why. A deep passion or vision fuels motivation beyond just winning, helping you to push through the tough times. Consistency is definitely key. I've said this many, many times about being consistent with whatever you're doing, however you are starting off. Having that consistency really is one of those key arts of perseverance. Showing up daily, even when unexciting things are happening. This builds credibility for yourself and trust within your team and clients. This is what they look to you for.
This is not what we are looking at or looking for. If you are an entrepreneur, then you should take it as a stepping stone on your journey of growth, of learning, but more importantly, you and your business growing. Use that setback, use that rejection to adapt, to learn, okay, so that you can then use that as fuel for your growth.
Many of you, I am part of your daily routine now because I've been very consistent with what I do and at the time that I do it. Not for everybody, obviously, but for many it is. And this is where it really does separate the men from the boys, so to speak, as far as perseverance is concerned, having that consistency to keep on going through unexciting times.
So some of the common reasons you get rejected, whether it's in business or in other areas,
you know?
Is the following. Misalignment needs. The client or investor's needs, budget or timing just doesn't match your offering. When they say no, it might not be anything to do with you, anything to do with what you are offering them. It just might not be the right timing for them. They might have had a bad day at work. They might have had some bad news. They financially might not be able to afford to do or pay for what you are offering. Plain and simple. This has no bearing whatsoever on you as a person or your product. It is all to do with that timing. So don't take it as a personal rebuff to your advances, to that investor, to that client. The timing in many cases just isn't right for you at that moment.
Patience and persistence. Success takes time. Persistent takes effort. Even though rough patches, it is vital, okay, to keep on going through that persistence and perseverance.
This is why it is so important not to burn that bridge of rejection. If you have these people's information, make a habit of revisiting these people 3 to 6 months down the line to see how they are, to see if they are in a position where they might be interested once again. Don't just disregard that data. Don't disregard their no as a no in the future.
So what are some of the strategic strategies for perseverance? Breaking down your goals is certainly one of the key elements. Large goals feel overwhelming. Tackle them with smaller, manageable tasks, and you can then reward yourself on achieving those small goals. And what do we mean by small goals? We all now are in a position where we are looking after other people. Why not set yourself one of those small goals to make sure that you communicate with these people either on a daily basis or every other day? That is a small goal that is very achievable, that you can all go, even though there might not be anything exciting to tell people. You communicating with your people that are around you. This shows that you're still there. It shows that you are committed. It shows that you care. All of these things are a small goal, but are achievable. And when you've done that for 1 month solid, you've achieved a very good goal that is having a significant effect on many people. And you can enjoy and celebrate that success because it's an achievable goal whilst you are here building your business.
And this is something that you will learn as you go along as far as your business is concerned. You may have a weak value proposition. What is that? It is maybe your pitch or your product needs clearer articulation of its unique benefits. This is all done by, guess what? Learning exactly what you are trying to do. This is learning your product, learning why it will benefit people, learning what makes it stand out from others that might have something similar. All of this is vitally important for your pitch to somebody so that it perks their interest for yours rather than something else.
Also, stay focused and track progress. Keep your eye on goals and acknowledge small wins to stay motivated. Like I said, you can track that progress. Be flexible, adapt your plans and strategies as you learn what works. Avoid rigid adhering to initial ideas. Be flexible so that you can bend and change if needed because of certain restrictions or other things come into play.
If you are somebody who hasn't got the full data about the product, the full list of what it can do, then you're putting yourself in a position where you are not giving yourself the best chance to get somebody interested in your product or service. This is why learning is so important about your product and service that you have in your hands.
Learn and adapt. View setbacks as learning opportunities to improve your skills and strategies. And the last one then is provide value. Consistently offer value to clients to build trust, even if it initiates efforts, and don't immediately, even if initial efforts, don't immediately pay off.
Poor timing. I said before, maybe the market or the other party just isn't ready for your solution that you are offering them at the time. But that rejection is not necessarily the end of the line for that person. Like I said, 3 to 6 months down the line, you can revisit these people with the same or different solution, and that timing might be ideal for them at that moment.
So what is the mindset then for resilience? Obviously, we've talked about the strategies. We talked about what comes into play as far as being perseverance is concerned. But that resilience, okay, is key. How do you have the right mindset for it? Embrace failure as a learning curve. Use failures to gain knowledge for the next attempt. Remember, you will only fail if you stop. If you keep going, then you are being consistent, you are moving forward. The day that you stop is you admitting that I've failed.
Also, internal issues. A flawed business plan or poor partnership terms can be reasons for refusal from third parties, i.e. bad publicity for the business, etc., or that you are working for. All of this does help or does aid to people saying no.
If you keep on going, then that is all you're doing. You are keep pushing forward. You are keeping that forward mindset and focus of what you are trying to do. This is what I'm trying to instill in people, is to have that mindset of going again and again and again. Regardless of any setbacks you've had in your life, make sure that you adopt the right resilient attitude to keep on going.
So how to handle and overcome rejection? The first and foremost, you must acknowledge and process emotions. Allow yourself to feel disappointed, but don't dwell on it. Obviously, every time you get a no, it is going to make you feel a little bit down. But don't dwell on it, because you should be looking forward for the next yes. Some people say, let's see how many no's I can get today. Rather than seeing how many yeses I can get, they turn that right the way round to give themselves that challenge of getting no's rather than yeses.
Combat fear and doubt, recognizing these feelings as natural. Okay, having fear, having doubt is natural, but it's not a roadblock. It's not something that should stop you. Try again with maybe new insights, maybe smaller goals, or a different approach helps to combat fear and doubt.
Why am I telling you this? Because it makes it a much more positive pitch, because you're not feeling down about getting a no. You really are looking at the positives of that no rather than the negatives of it. So it is important of having that mindset of that no.
Cultivate discipline. Develop initiatives. Keep your word and don't avoid hard things. Okay, sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. Talking in a straightforward manner, giving people the truth, whether it hurts or not, is sometimes the best course of action, so that it helps people with clarity, it helps people to be able to focus, and it certainly gets them to understand exactly what is happening.
Remember, understanding that no often reflects misalignment, not a lack of personal worth or the product that you are pitching to somebody. Seek feedback and learn. Ask for constructive criticism to understand why and use it to refine your strategy.
And the last thing here then is focus on fundamentals. Stay alert for opportunities while grounding yourself in core business practices whilst you are learning the way as far as resilience is concerned.
If you get to find, or if you are talking to somebody about what you are trying to offer, that solution, that product, if they say no, be open, be honest, and ask them why.
I think the bottom line of all of this, guys, is that the important thing I'm trying to talk to you about here is being resilient, persevering to push through really is, for me, the only option.
There's no harm in doing this. And if they say, I can't afford it, if they say the time's not right and all the rest of it, these are legitimate reasons for them.
Why? Because the minute that I stop moving forward is the day that I lose my momentum of where and what I'm trying to achieve with my goals.
If they say your product sucks, then that is a completely different scenario and something that you need to take back to the company that you are working for so that they have that feedback as well.
All of these things culminate in one thing, in my opinion.
If it is of a more personal nature, then you can adjust your pitch to how you are going to approach people in the future. Use that feedback in a positive manner. Stay persistent and positive. Rejection builds resilience.
And that is having the resilience to brush off any negativity, to push forward whilst I am here, whilst I am believing in the project, whilst I am behind my CEO, Ashma Farah, and whilst I am doing that, this is where I get my art of perseverance from.
And keep refining and moving forward rather than calling it a day and then not keep going. Remember, if you stop, you're not going to get to your goals.
From that resilience to keep on going forward. I really wish that many people have exactly the same thought process as I have. There is no turning back for me. There is no plan B. There is no doing something else. I set out a long time ago, near enough 7.5 years ago, that this is going to be my business, come what may. And if it's not this, it is nothing else.
Persistence is key. Keeping going, continuing. This is the key for every single successful entrepreneur that has ever been there. Nobody fell onto something on the first go. Everybody has been through this ringer of rejection before to come out the other end successfully and be able to build big businesses.
So what other options do I have?
The last one then is focus on the right fit. Work with clients and partners who recognize your value, as this leads to greater fulfillment and, of course, success. It's also important to understand mindset shift. What is this? From failure to fuel. Use rejection as motivation to strengthen your value proposition and offering. Basically, what you're doing is you are learning from your mistakes, learning from what doesn't work to what does work, and incorporating more of the what does work within your pitch to somebody about your product offering or solution that you are trying to sell.
Keep on going.
All of these things really do need to be taken on board as far as your learning is concerned, and shifting that mindset from a negative one to a positive one. Process of iteration. Recognize that numerous rejections often precede major successes, as seen in startup journeys. Remember, this is where I go back to somebody saying, how many no's can I get? The more no's you get, the higher the probability of the next one being a yes.
That is my option.
And this is how to look at the positive side of the no's and the rejection, rather than thinking after 5 no's, that's it. No one's going to do it. Nobody's going to come on board. Nobody's going to use my product. Nobody is going to say yes.
And that is what I'm doing. I'm being resilient. I'm persevering. I'm pushing through. Why? Because I believe in what is being done.
The more no's that you have, the more likelihood of the next one being a yes.
Many people might not get that. Many people might not believe that. Many people might call me a fool, and many other words as well. But that is my belief. That is what I think. And that is why I persevere. And this is where I bring this kind of information to you, so that hopefully you will have the same mindset of perseverance and resilience.
Anyway, guys, I thought I'd bring that to the table today, because we've all experienced rejection in one way, shape or form. From a business point of view, many of us know exactly how that feels. It's how we learn from it. It's how we absorb it. It's how we go forward from it that is the key to our success.
Anyway, guys,
if you remember what I've told you now as far as rejection is concerned, and making sure that you learn from those rejections, then the next one will be a yes.
That's it from me for today.
That's it from me, guys.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
Hopefully speak to you all tomorrow. If not, I'll see you very, very soon. That's it from me. Bye for now.
How profound, Red. So yeah, as you can see, there were times where you almost couldn't tell them apart. And he does the same thing every single day. I mean, I get we kind of do the same thing every Friday for a show, but it's just funny to me that he always starts off saying hello, dictionary definition, a few things that you can do. He tells a personal story or two, always makes it your fault, but not really your fault. You know, it's just interesting to me. So I found that fun. But yeah, stay tuned for the next video that he does, which will be all about how to keep hanging on when nothing happens. Like, it's getting a little grim, guys. It's getting a little grim. And because it's getting a little grim, I thought that we would end the stream today by watching a video by Sherry Dersuit. But first, did you know that Danny lives in Zoom?
Is a specific set of skills honed over a lifetime of unraveling financial deceit. Skills that make me a living nightmare for fraudsters like you. That will be the end of it. I won't pursue you. I won't track you down. But
all right, we're just doing a little housekeeping here.
Hey, you guys. James, there's no gold in them him hills. You're the fools that are chasing the gold. What does it feel like? You guys are the fools chasing the gold.
So, if you know
have
Selena
you muted
Jackson
me?
over on
You
WhatsApp,
haven't muted me, you idiot. Look at you, you stupid fool. You haven't muted me. What are you doing?
He's still in here.
No,
I'm still in here. I live in here. I'm part of Zoom.
Oh, he's coming.
I'm coming,
he
big
created.
boy.
I live in here. I'm part of Zoom. I'll always be here every time you log on. I wanted to show that to you. Maybe our minds needed a little reset, you know, before we went and got jump scared by Sherry. You know, he's like, I live in Zoom. I am a part of it. That was a fun one. Definitely go and check it, Danny, if you haven't. So Sherry did a wonderful live stream called The Trip for the Twist of Greatness on her station.
What up? What up? How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday, maybe Friday, your neck of the woods. Happy Thursday, happy week, happy January. First week in January already done, folks. Moving forward. If it's your first time here, please be sure to ring the bell down below.
Ring the bell down below. Sherry makes me so happy.
And subscribe to my station. You have one to do the same for yours, providing it's positive. I'm wearing green.
Subscribe to my station, and I'm wearing green. It's like watching my daughter when she was in kindergarten. You know? That's what it reminds me of.
Again today. I guess I just love the color of green.
I love the color green, Mommy. I put them all over your walls.
Anyway, enough about that. I kind of had it like a silly morning. I'll put it that way. I'm not going to go into details, but anyway.
She needs to learn not to record with the sun behind her. Yeah, see, it's good to have a little bit of light behind you because it helps, like, especially if you have a ring light in the front. It helps it so that it doesn't make it look like you're, like, white and glowing. So you want to have, like, that's why a lot of people, when they are doing live streams, they have, like, those little lights in the background, if you're wondering. Or they'll do, like, different color lighting, like blue, things like that. It's just good to have like a dimmer sort of light in the background. It kind of offsets it. And then you technically want to have the bright light in front of you and preferably behind the camera. Just for a tip.
It was kind of going a little bit negative, so I just brought it back up. Folks, I brought it back up. So anyway,
oh my God.
I wanted to share with you.
This thing sometimes makes me want to bring back up my lunch. So whatever.
I'm not going to keep you long. Try and make my video short. So welcome to my show.
The Sherry Show.
Here's something from the great John C. Maxwell. I read something yesterday from John C. Maxwell. I'm going to read something again from him. The past, this word's, I always get tongue twisted on this word.
Oh my.
The pessimist complains about the wind.
Everyone's having such a hard time reading today. Probably me included.
The optimist expects it to change. The leader adjusts the sails. The leader adjusts the sails.
What's going on, Sherry? Why are you rolling random letters now? What is happening?
Sails. Like today, like I said, this morning was kind of silly. I adjust my sail, folks. Sometimes you got to do that. And
nothing wrong with being silly. You are kind of silly, Sherry.
To be successful, you have to be, and to be a leader, you got to adjust your sails. So in the description, I put Victor with Ash, the trip for the twist of greatness. The trip for the twist of greatness.
The twist.
And what do I mean about all that?
It's more like the trip towards the twister, stealing your greatness, but sure.
Turn this down. I don't know how I got kind of silly here today. So let me, I did already. Make sure nobody calls me. So anyway, the twist.
She's like, I'm turning off my phone. Everyone, leave me alone. Danny is taking a bit of strain. Goliath made him really angry, and I don't blame him. Red can take a lesson in perseverance from Danny. It only matters if you are doing something worthwhile. That's right. Exactly. And yeah, Goliath is his OnPassive, except they really like to do false copyright strikes and sue people.
For the trip for the twist of the greatness. What do I mean by that? Well,
do you even know, Sherry? Do you know what you mean by that? You almost couldn't say it, so.
I believe Victory with Ash is definitely the trip, the positive trip.
Oh, it's a trip, all right. I don't know about positive. It's more like a bad trip.
And it's definitely the twist.
Do not take the blue acid.
The twist you need in your life to make your life better, because it's going to...
My head is just so sparking in random references.
To bring you so much value.
That was Woodstock 1969.
Already brought us so much value. If you've been in it for a while, you know that it's brought us an amazing twist. I say the twist of faith, the twist...
Maybe. Tony Robbins was having everyone do DMT for a while.
The twist of love, the twist of family, the twist of learning. We have got so much greatness from Victor with Ash.
What greatness, though? Like, nothing is happening. Oh my God, it's OnPassive all over again. They're like, everything's so great. We all sit around and wait for Ash to talk to us sometimes.
From Victor with Ash, leading us to the big, bold, beautiful shared dream.
Oh, we're doing that again. Yay, it came back in 2026. The big, bold, beautiful shared dream.
So it's going to help us in our mindset. You know, I say that all.
I love her hand movements. And she like does circles on her forehead. Mindset.
All the time. And it's going to help better ourselves in all areas of our life and in business. So there's where it's the trip of greatness.
Business is not an area in their life. They don't have a business. Nothing's happening. So.
And it comes from the trip of greatness. Also comes from it's keeping it simple.
Is this like Alice in Wonderland?
Yet remarkable. Keeping is going to keep the learning back there is something like you've never seen before. It's going to keep it simple, but yet remarkable. Leading.
Yeah, no, we've never ever seen a platform where people could go and watch videos to learn. Skillshare does not exist. Neither does school.
You to be more successful, leading you to your greatness. I don't want to be long, so I just want you to know Victor with Ash is the trip to twist to your greatness.
The trip to twist. You should have just ended there.
Our CEO of the company, my brother, Mr. Ash Bafar.
What was that, Jerry? Jerry, why do you say it like that? That time you even did the Mufara. My brother, Mr. Ashmufa. Like, what is that? I have to hear it again. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, Sherry.
You to know Victor with Ash is the trip to twist to your greatness. Our CEO of the company, my brother, Mr. Ashmafar.
Sound like she said, my brother, Mr. Ashmafar. Fake? What's fake? Sherry? Sort of. She can be a little bit. School, we just had slate boards to write on. No, school with a K. SKOOL. It's the newest platform that people are going to. It started off with teachers, and that's why it's called school. And it was a place for teachers to go to like share tips on classroom stuff and different lessons and whatnot. And then it's branched out into basically what fucking Ash Mufara is claiming he's going to build here. Although it's kind of like a Skillshare where everyone can upload videos. But I think I think like right now they're trying to get mainly professionals. So it's kind of like a professional version of Skillshare, if you will. Like usually they'll be like I see ads for it and it will be like, we're looking for carpenters to come and teach on here. And then another one is like, we're looking for social workers to come and teach on here. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it seems to be right now. The big, beautiful, bald dream. Yeah, like that, school. I am from India, OnPassive, no money, only dreams, 8 years, complete, zero income, founder, suffer, cheater, Ash. Yes. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, piano. Hi. I've been speaking about OnPassive being a scam for 4 years. So, we know. That's what I've been saying.
Is the greatness to help us all. He's going to have so many amazing entrepreneurs back there.
See, again, with the amazing entrepreneurs. And that's the thing. Ash did say at one point that he was going to have his buddies also uploading stuff. Like, we have no clue who that is. He could be just his neighbor who just sits around in his PJs drinking beer all day. Like, it's not like I said he's going to get actual MLM, quote-unquote, successes. It's not going to be like Eric Warray. Tony Robbins isn't going to come in there. We're not even going to get like a Randy Schroeder to like do classes back there, especially for free. That's the thing. All of these MLM people, the goal of being at the top to them means that they are the it hun that everyone buys the books of and comes to for the advice on how to be an MLM hun. That's what it is. So the whole goal is to eventually be a coach. And that's why there's all those stupid coaching things that always pop off, right? But that is the goal. And then if you can establish yourself within a certain company that you work your way up and then you become that person in, you know, then you can sell other materials. Like I said, like books, courses, things like this. And then you're making money off of that. And the idea is that that's supposed to also help funnel people into your MLM. And then both beasts kind of feed each other. That's what you're doing. That's what it is. So to create a platform that is apparently a free platform for people to come and give free advice on is stupid. It literally takes away the whole point of why people join as entrepreneurs to begin with in this specific type of industry. So it's just kind of silly to me. I'm like, no actual person that's done MLMs for years and worked their way up is now going to give their knowledge away for free. That is their goal. That's what all the working your way up was for. So I don't think he's going to have friends. I don't even know if he has any friends. His friends are like Chris Johnson and you, Sherry. he probably borrowed money from all of them and never paid them back. I mean, he can't pay his employees. Can't pay you guys. He owes some of you commissions, apparently. So, you know, maybe don't promise that anymore. You know, just talk about how it's a learning platform and keep it to that. Don't talk about who will be teaching, just to play it safe. Like, I wouldn't want him to terminate you for spreading misinformation, you know. They're on the hunt for that.
People who are going to give us their expertise and things you don't see out there that's going to help us to our greatness. To me, I don't know about you folks, that is incredible. I have been waiting, and mind you, Victor with Ash is free.
Yeah, but Sherry, you look outside and you're like, oh wow, the sky looks blue. That's incredible. So
we're going to learn so many amazing things back there that we're going to be able to share and move forward.
Yeah, that Ash hasn't already said to you, and the hours upon hours of webinars where he was allegedly training you to be in OnPassive, you mean? Because you failed to mention in all these pitches that you've already spent like 100 hours listening to Ash talk per year that you've been in this.
I don't want to keep you long.
I guess minus the last year.
Think about that. Think about first what I said about the leader adjusts the sails. So if you're a leader in your circle, you need to adjust your sails sometimes. You need to make sure that you're all on the same page sometimes.
That's not what that means. Sherry, adjusting your sails means that you're moving in a new direction. Not that everybody's on the same page. Sweetie, you got to know what these things mean when you're doing your motivational speeches here.
Sometimes things get just misunderstood or what.
I hope to see Heidi and Orville on Victory with Ash and Chris Delgado, right? I'm like, yeah, because people are going to come and do that for your MLM, right? You know? Ash is a cheater. Yeah. He cheated a lot of people out of money. Hello. Sorry, I don't speak that language. If you could do English. Sales? More like snails. They're leaving their trails everywhere.
You've got to get yourself all on the same page because we're all going to the same place. So, to me, CEO of this company has given us nothing but greatness.
Where did we miss it? No. Come on, Sherry. What has he really given you? I feel like you have gotten a little bit of community and friendship, but you could have found that online even without him.
His family and the amazing tech and dream teams have given us greatness. That's going to
amazing tech and dream team. Does he know he has a dream team?
Help us to become a better version of ourselves so we become greatness, so we can share that greatness with our family and to our loved ones.
Yeah. In other words, just share the scam.
You're important and you matter here. You're our greatness. Woo-hoo. You are incredible.
Yeah, I am.
You matter here on this earth and in this amazing, out of this world, epic company. Yeah. Victor with Ash is not the company. It's just
actually. I guess I do kind of matter in the company, in a short way. I guess I do. I matter as much as you do, Sherry. That's the shocking part, isn't it? Don't forget how they treated Marty.
Victor with Ash is not the company. It's just the bridge to lead us to the big, bold, beautiful shared dream.
What? Now we're back to it just being a bridge. After we just spent this entire stream hearing about how it's a business, hearing about how its products are going to be amazing, its technology, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be a great platform, and there's going to be all their amazing friends and little geniuses, as Mike Ellis calls them. This dream team. Now it's just a bridge again. Damn it, Sherry, look what you did.
So that's all I have for you folks. Each time I'm trying to give you value, something to think about. So don't.
She gives me value because she puts me in a very good mood. I don't know about you guys, but even though sometimes what she's saying is a little whack and I'm like, well, you're wrong. This thing's a scam. And it's really just for Ash to buy 8 years of your time and hopefully keep you devoted to him and his big, bold, beautiful dream because of his 8-year director's bar. But still, you can't really be mad at Sherry, you know? She's, poor thing, doesn't know what's going on.
Don't forget, Fix with Ash is the trip. Because we're on
and yep, it's a trip, all right.
This adventure, this trip, to make our life better, to engage and to have more family and more friends and business partners, so we all can become one, to bring us to the big, bold, beautiful shared dream too.
When two become one. Sorry. I'm really ADHD tonight. I can't hold it together.
What's the main thing? Help uplift humanity worldwide and all.
Again, not really sure how you're supposed to do that if it's just Ash and some people teaching you some business things, but okay.
All areas. That's all I have for you folks. Don't forget to ring the bell, subscribe to my station, give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to live more, worry less, dream bigger, and give more. Let's go to Victory with Ash and expect our greatness, which we are going to become. Love you guys. Bye-bye for now. God bless. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this out. I got to save somebody's life. Just maybe yours.
What whose? This is going to be saving people's lives? Whose life did you save with this, Sherry? Maybe somebody watched it. They were like, I've got to stay away from that. And then in that case, that was very good of you. Thank you so much. So that was Sherry. She makes all of us very happy. She's our favorite one. And that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me for another fabulous episode of FriYAY with my Sayers of Nay. We are back to our regular programming. I usually try to go live at least 3 times a week. And I might be doing a pop-up on the weekend, so stay tuned for that. But I hope that all of you have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your evening. Make sure you give this a like, hype it up. Think of joining the members. PayPal is linked below if you want to support the channel. And maybe like you don't want to join the members, but you're like, that was really cool. Here's a few bucks, you know. Just think of me as a grifter. I don't care. And apparently I do this for the money because I'm a barking dog, as we learned here today. And do remember tomorrow to do Self-Care Saturday. I know I haven't really been doing the Self-Care Saturday posts, but I am trying to get back into doing the community tab posts after my sabbatical. So those should be up and going again. And hopefully I'll see you all very, very soon with another one. Definitely for MLM Monday, there will be something. So stay tuned for that as well. Like I said, it might just pop up on the weekend. But I always tell you guys do Self-Care Saturdays so that, you know, you give your mind a break from the world of scams and cults and coercive control. It's just good to give your mind a break. So watch something else for a day, you know, and do something special for yourself. I usually clean my house because I do that every day. And then I usually spend that day having a nice long candlelit bubble bath, and it's very lovely. Especially since it gets dark here at like 4 p.m. now. So that's what I do for myself here. And I suggest, you know, just taking a time out over the weekend so that you can be fresh. And I'll see you all on a Monday. I love all of your faces. Like always, we're in it to win it.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellish, by the way.
Shining bright into the future, we rise high.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend.
Have a good night, everybody.
My name is Ashmo Potter. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying or we know who,
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3-minute Ash. Asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. That's not the answer you want. Only Reverend Jim Jones. Okay? Let's go to Guyana. Alright, no joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy people talking about their experiences. My name is Ashmo Potter, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Elch, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ashmo Potter.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name's Ashmo Potter, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.